Hello. Okay, finally back with the Rodents. It's been a few days for me. Looks like we're playing Wood Elves, which probably a good counter for us actually, because our speed is matched by them, and they have the better agility. So we don't have a lot going on them. Yeah, we'll see. Let's have a look. Oh, we got 10k to spend. Okay, so the team's being close is nice. Oh, the treeman could hurt actually. It's gonna be hard to get away from him. So we'll spread our line if we're on defense, and if we're on attack, we'll spread our line. He's only got 11 players, but he does have some skills. A Mighty Blow War Dancer is horrible. Catcher who just has he has sidestep and okay, so interesting. Block. Level 1 War Dancer. An agility alignment is very nice. A couple of blocks, a kicker. How's he doing? 4-0. That's exactly the same record as us, I think. Let's get in here. So, yeah, just a little info for anybody semi-regular viewing. We found out that we have to... basically, our landlord has sold this property over the last couple of days. So we just found out that we need to move in a month. And so basically I'm really just saying that because it may affect the schedule. I try and do Blood Bowl videos every other day, but it may get a little tricky in places. So, I just wanted to throw that out there. The other thing is he has kind of found us an alternative, potentially, but the downside is it's kind of effectively what you'd call like a fixer-upper. So it is not in a ready state, which means it's going to be a bit tricky on moving in. Guess we'll kind of sacrifice our thrower a little bit here. You know what? We could just leave the thrower off, actually. I think I prefer that. We don't need him to pick up the ball, so... and he doesn't have block yet. If he had block, I might keep him on. But we need to protect our strength storm vermin, at least for the moment. He doesn't have tackle either, right? So we're both going to have issues taking our blodgers down. So yeah, so it's a fixer-upper, so we will probably be moving in mid kind of, I suppose, renovation, you could say. So the next 2 or 3 months probably could be slightly irregular for us. Now, once we get in there, I should still be okay to get to streaming pretty regularly, or to putting up the videos. But up to that point, we'll just have to see. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how much. It may be fine. But I wouldn't be... I mean, there's very likely to be at least somewhat of a bit of a break. I just don't know when, or, all that kind of stuff. But I just figured I'd throw out a warning. We just found out, so, things will progress. Anywho, back to the old Blood Bowl. Sorry, still processing all of that, so... that'll be my excuse if we lose, that I'm preoccupied. back to Blood Bowl. How do I feel about this matchup? Not good, honestly. I feel like if I was that team, I would be feeling really good about this matchup. I'd be scared of the Gutter Runners, but outside of that, I feel pretty good. So snow means you can't pass very far, and GFI is a dodgy. But yeah, I'm actually playing this game, starting this game almost at 10 o'clock at night. Because we had to go look at the new place and everything and try and work out what's going to happen to it. So, very late start for me for a game. We're just going to have to try and enjoy it regardless of how it goes. I'm certainly not saying that this is a game that we can't win. But there's certain times where you kind of feel better being one side or the other, right? And I think in this situation, especially having got the kickoff, I would feel better as the Wood Elves. I think this is one of those games where weirdly kickoff is huge, because as Skaven you generally expect to lose a couple guys if they get the kickoff. But that's the thing, you expect it. Against Wood Elves, you know, you could actually do something when it's the other way around. He's only playing with 2 rerolls. Fingers crossed that, you know. That's a classic. I'm telling you, man, War Dancers have the magic touch when it comes to injuring players. So we're now down to the same amount of players. I was hoping to kind of make that man advantage on the bench count, but it is not going to. But you know, that's how you get the extra man partially, to make up for that. Now who's he going to go after? I guess he's going to go after our Storm Vermin and try and take down our block. I don't know, I think I would be tempted if I was him to go after the low-hanging fruit, because these guys are so much easier to take out. Yeah, he probably is still going to go for this, because he's probably just putting his tree there to base up as many guys as he can. So we're going to see this, yeah. This is pretty much exactly how I'd be playing this right now if I was playing the Wood Elves. And I would be loving it, because a team that you feel like you can get ahead of with casualties, I mean, that is a... That's a beautiful thing. That's our new lineman there. Yeah, this is a dream start for the Wood Elves. But, you know, it's just 2 line rats, so... Oh boy, is that the camera disconnecting? I bet it is. Yep. One of these days I'll get a better cable for that. Just keep forgetting more than anything. So I think we're going to go after the low-hanging fruit as well. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is exactly, almost exactly what we would have done if we were playing them, except I probably wouldn't be using a tree. I'm not a huge fan of the trees. I've tried it, but I mean, they're good, but it's super annoying when they get stuck. I had a feeling that was going to happen. That's all I can do. That's done. It's okay. I mean, if he wants to walk in here with his treatment, that's fine. These guys are much better at getting away. Could hope for a take route as well. That would be pretty sweet. So now the question is, does he push? Because obviously he has no need to. Looks like he's considering going after the gutter runner. Our blodge gutter runners are probably the best thing that we can hope he goes for. But I think this could well be a game that kind of shows up the weakness of Skaven, because obviously we've shown the strengths of Skaven in the past few games. But the weakness of Skaven is against agility teams, you are not agile, right? And, you know, there's the very real danger that you can lose the bashing game. It's going to get wrestled here. And then I suspect he's going to bring some guys down to protect so we don't foul him. Yep, instantly. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't bring at least one more guy down here, because obviously if we block this guy down, we could still get a pretty nice surround. It's like I'm a mind reader. So yeah, he's playing the slow game. He can afford to do this. He's 2 players up right now. For our part, it's going to be kind of quick turns, because there's not a lot for us to actually do here. Let's see, dare I? No, it's not worth it. Not giving him free blocks. Kind of trapped this guy here, but I suppose that's okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, we just gotta hope that we start to turn the tables in the blocking game. We could theoretically base up some of his guys that don't have block. See if we can get some bad rolls coming out so that we can get him into a more precarious situation. And obviously if the treatment takes root, that's effectively one guy he has out for the rest of the half. I mean, I say that. He's still doing a job as where he is. Until we get everybody away from him, he's still doing a job. Looks like he's gonna see if he can knock down our... yeah, he's gonna come in and blitz our storm vermin. Well. Easy come, easy go, huh? Well, this is, I mean, I hate to call it now, and I'm not calling it 100%, but as of right now, this just has the potential to be a very, very easy game for them. I've been on, here's the thing, I've been on their side of this, and when you get up players as Wood Elves, not only get up players, but get up 3 players, I mean, it's, and you're only taking 1 block a turn, it's, you know, it's easy street. We just got to keep hitting him and hope that it comes round, but the problem is he's hitting us with Mighty Blow every turn, and that can't be overstated how impactful that is. There's not really anybody that we can leave. I suppose we could leave out the Gutter Runners to try and act as a wall, but the problem with that is he's going to start getting 3 dice on them, and that will be a major problem. I think there's a fair call for trying some desperate measures. Okay, let's try some stuff that is not a good idea. Because we gotta make something happen here. Oh, you're +1 strengthening him. Oh, I can't get in there. Hang on, what was I thinking here? Boy. Well, it's... Okay, so here's what we do. So we get a 2 dice here, and then we can make this a... That's fine. Yeah, we'll follow. This is a problem. I can feel it already. We are getting armor breaks, but not crucial armor breaks. So we're going to try this 1 dice. And we're going to re-roll it, because he has Mighty Blow. And we don't really have a lot better to do. Let's try and get our Storm Vermin away at least. Yeah, we're just trying to get what we can get, but we, you know, not to sound too defeatist, but you know, we're getting stuns, he's getting injuries, and that's going to tell. Taking blocks on this guy that we only knock him down on a 6 is obviously not ideal, but that said, it's a 4+ to at least just knock him away, right? And honestly, there's not really a lot else to do. We got our blitz in over here, so we'd already done that. Hey, okay. Go on, take root for me. That would make this a pretty bad turn overall. Why, thank you. Now, if we make him dodge, we've had, you know, well, he might, yeah, he'll probably dodge. Because he can bring a guy in and make a 2 dice on the Gutter Runner. But then obviously we can get counter blocks. You know, I at least feel like we've made him think here. a little bit, and that's, you know, that's worth something. I mean, he could dodge away from here, roll a 1, and injure himself. A couple of injuries, and suddenly we're feeling okay again. We'll hit this guy, he's presenting him. Rats. It's the only one we've got. This guy's probably going to get hit this turn. We'll see, but could happen. I know he wants to clear some gutter runners out. Because even with not much of a team, if we have 4 gutter runners, there is still a chance that we're in this game, because we can just sort of counter-score him pretty well, at least. I really need to keep that in mind. I need to remember, like, this isn't, you know, we're not playing dwarfs or something here, like, or undead. Like, we have the theoretical possibility to one turn. Of course, one turning is a lot harder in the snow, so that's also worth thinking about. Yeah, you can't get a 3 dice. I know that's what he's thinking about. But yeah, I mean, if the gutters hang around, that's positive. But we'll see. Huh. Yeah, early wood elves are so good. If they don't break, getting first turn is a big deal. Like, I think that was in and of itself pretty. It could turn out to be pretty game defining. I mean, he got 2 injuries before we even started, so that can't be underplayed, you know. We would have also taken that because we would have seen the chance to get some injuries before they started coming our way. No dice there. Do a bit of this. Do a bit of this. Do a bit of this. And we're pretty much done. Just keeping it casual. I know he wants us to really focus this guy at the back, but there's no real point. Not until turn 8 anyway. Or turn 7, I suppose. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I guess Wood Elves might be, I mean, the Mighty Blow War Dancer is going to be huge for him, but at some point he should die, because he's going to come across a team with, he's going to come across to Chaos Dwarfs, and Chaos Dwarfs will kill that guy. I sadly know this all too well. But you enjoy it while it lasts and get all the results you can. So he's going to push him into the tree, which will let his tree move up. I don't know that he can move up, actually, after he takes root, but he can get a block in, which is good for him. I'm not completely against diving into a cage here as well. He's keeping it very tight. If I didn't have armor value 7, I would be considering standing up all his players and just surrounding the cage, but we can't afford to do that. If we were Dark Elves, I'd feel much better about this game. I'd feel like it was a pretty even game. So just moving into position there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's actually can't quite get his throw over there without GFI. Which is interesting. I wonder if he's going to hand this off. Okay, no, he's just going to go up here, probably. Oh, he is going in there. Okay. That's interesting. Ah, that's going to be unfortunate. Oh, he handed it off to the war dancer. Okay. Alright, I think we just come on down here. Take this hit. Very nice. We'll stay. Yeah, I feel like I suffer from this lack of ability to break arm value 7 against these arm value 7 teams. I was hoping that by being one it would mitigate it, but so much easier to kill orcs and dwarfs. See if we can get you out. Nope. Okay. But yeah, we're staying positive right now. He still hasn't scored. He's going to, but he still hasn't scored. Theoretical chance we could make something interesting happen. We've got a reroll for turn 7 and a reroll for turn 8, so might dive in. The fact he has it on a blodger now means there's not a lot of point, because we're going to be at 2 dice against. But still, I'm not ruling it out. So it looks like I guess he's going to blitz with the ball carrier. I mean, it's 3 dice, you should be fine. Things have slowed down on the armor breaks, which is a positive. It was really looking bad. The fact he's given the ball to the Mighty Blow guy is actually kind of a good thing. So this is going to build a little cage in the corner here. Well, I say a little cage, he's going to build a pretty impervious cage. should do it. Guess they're probably blitzing his thrower next turn. Yeah, that is one solid wall. So we'll do what we can. There's no point in diving in on the ball. Just another stun. I don't know really why I dodged there. There was no need. I'm actually going to move this guy forwards. Because I don't want him to get hit into the tree there. Because he's probably going to take a, do a 3 dice here. He's just going to go for the easier target here. Which is fine. Oh, he's not going for a 3 dice. Or maybe he was going for it and then realized it was tricky. Alright. So they've done their thing. Can they stop us scoring a 1 turn here? They got the treeman, who is good. They've got a sidestep. Do they have 2 sidesteps? They don't. So I don't think they can fully do this. But we'll see. Okay, so they're going for the traditional. But that's okay with us because it gives us more room to work with. Yeah, they've got a full team. That is not good. So I think the plan will be come round, knock this guy down into the hole. Then we push this guy. I think we want a gutter runner to attempt the thing here rather than the thrower. Under this particular circumstance, with the GFIs and all that. Okay, so let's imagine here. You come on round, hit down into here. Then you go here. Then we do boop into here. Into here, here, here. We only need to go 2 spaces. This should be very doable. As per usual though, my mind is not doing very well with it. 3 players on the line of scrimmage. I guess you'll go up on the line of scrimmage. Because he can come around if need be. Oh, I forgot he had kick. That's unfortunate. Oh, nice weather is actually quite a big help. Oh, it's really jarring there. Nope. Well, there goes the reroll. We'll follow on that one. Okay, so what do I still need to do here? Okay, you can do it, and it's a 3 dice. Wow. Okay. That'll work. Wouldn't have objected to an injury there. So then we can use this guy to do the throw. I think this guy is... Yeah, this guy is off in La La Land. Yeah, I can't improve that. Easy as you like. Now for the slightly more difficult bit. Well, there you go. I think it's fair to say that that half went pretty well for them. I'm a bit sad about that because I liked Sable, our new gutter runner. But much like our newly strengthed, you know it's bad when your opponent apologizes. I think for the sake of not much, though that's nice, I don't want to respond because I don't want to, I forgot I turned it on last time. I don't want to kind of start a conversation that I'll get drawn into as we play. But it's always nice for your opponent to acknowledge that it's going horrifically. It's really the only thing that's been really bad is the injuries, right? We've lost a Gutter Runner and a Storm Vermin. The other guys I think are actually okay, ironically. We'd feel a lot better if the Gutter Runner and Storm Vermin were missed next and badly hurt, and the Line Rats were the dead ones, but you just can't pick and choose. We'll draw you forwards a little bit. I was too far back there. And I think we're going to try a little bit of... let's see what we can do here. Actually, you can go there. Let's see. Somebody has to go on that front line. I guess you. And we're set. We're going to try and score fast, ultimately. We're not going to try and one-turn it, but we're going to try and score fast. It's going to be tricky because it's Wood Elves, so they'll probably be able to get up there. If we're against Dwarfs here, we'd feel okay, but... And once again, I forget he has kick, but we have a throw, and, you know, they're masters of their craft. We should probably do the splits. You never know. We could injure him and, nope. Let's see. We want to make this as awkward as possible. Oh, he's got war dancers as well. How am I forgetting that? How am I forgetting the single most important thing? So this is not what I would call sensible. But we're at a point in the game where we need to make things happen. And we've been at that point for a little while, if I'm being honest. I think I like there. Good try, Mr. Treeman. Not today. You know what? I've left him a path around the back here. He doesn't even need to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we've left him a pretty easy 2 dice. That said, it's not easy to take our guys down. That's partially what we're relying on here. Much in the same way that he kind of ran the... put it on the war dancer so he'd be harder to take down. I'm not giving up on the game yet. Just more so, you know, being more aggressive than I would choose to be with playstyle. Because the problem with elves is he can get, like, even as much as we defended this corner, he can still put in a elf screen here. It's a bit sad, isn't it? That even as much as we kind of pen this off as much as we can, he can still get a full elf screen in. Now, what I will say is his elf screen is very deep after 1 turn. So, that is a positive. We've pushed him a long way down the field. Okay, you're free. Okay, so we're ignoring the fact that he's putting an elf screen and we're just going to try and dodge past it. This is where you wish that you had taken 2 heads instead of big hand. Well, that went poorly. That went really poorly. Okay. Oh, it's not being friendly to us today. But you know what? I'm not gonna just, like, I'm not gonna take a ridiculous chance like that. What we are gonna do is hit this tree. Knock him over. That's a fair swap. Meadow wasn't going to get up too much anyway. Well, That's not what we wanted. He got the 2-4 there. Most unfortunate. So let's see how he approaches this now, because we've kind of spread our forces, right? That was obviously a plan to try and get in fast, but now we've abandoned that plan. How does he approach this? He could, if he's feeling feisty, come down here, jump over here, knock this guy here, and then follow him behind, and then surf our storm vermin. I don't expect that to be the case, but he certainly could do that. Be a bit risky because you'd be leaving your war dancer on the side as well. Plus, it's got leap in it, which makes it inherently a bit more risky. Down goes Apodemus. So it looks like he's just going for a surround here. Let's see what he leaves as options. Boy, I keep forgetting that we're so badly outnumbered. It's really causing us some issues. Well, that's interesting. Do I take the 1 dice here? Or do I attempt to dodge this guy out to make it a 2 dice? There are rerolls involved here, so we'll do this. Because we kind of need more than a push here. Oh, there we go. Let's see, we should follow that. We kind of needed a breakage there. Yeah, we can't get a good... Even if we knock this guy over, we'd have to GFI. So I think we just take what we can get here. Which is a 3+2+. Probably as good as we're going to get. Gut runner's doing gut runner things and failing to pass properly. Alrighty, we're in it. We have scored a touchdown. If he hadn't moved that catcher, I wouldn't have had a clue what to do, but he made that a bit easier on us. Alright, so now things get real tricky. I'm going to put the Storm Vermin on the edge in the hope that the tree doesn't go after him. Because usually you keep your tree in the middle. Just noticed I'm set up kind of deep. Not sure why. Anyway, it's 5 turns to go. 6 turns for them. And 1-0. So... technically semi-competitive here. So that would have been exciting. If it landed on the edge, that would have been really exciting, because it doesn't matter what kind of coach you are, it's risky to pick it up, because if you fail that pickup and then you fail the reroll, that could scatter out, and that's not only a turnover, but you have no idea where the ball's going, so it's quite exciting. Yeah, I think I don't know that we could have defended, like if we'd had our full team in the first half, I don't know if it would have made much difference to our defense, but it might have made a little bit of difference to, we might have done a better job of trying to block him off. Well, there goes our Storm Vermin. No long-term effect, so our team is not completely tattered yet. But boy, is he... I mean, he's going to get so much SPP out of this game. Unfortunately, the bad news is that because we did not manage to sneak that one turner in, he can effectively just score on the last turn. Yeah, I wonder what I would feel better about taking this team on with. Dwarfs, honestly, yeah, for sure. The tackle and the block across the team would make this a much more... You'd feel much better about basing all of them, and that scares them. And that kind of goes to for... Norse would be interesting. Norse, you'd feel like, yeah, okay, I got a chance of making something happen here, for sure. But it could very easily go the other way in terms of injuries and such. See if we can get this guy out. Dodging's not been the best. Who else do I normally like to take on Skaven with? I'm trying to think of it from the other side. I mean, who else would I like to take on Wood Elves with? Not Nurgle. Nurgle are pretty bad. Early. Later on, yeah, you probably would. Honestly, humans aren't bad against them. Because of all your blitzers. Yeah, humans, it would be... I would actually probably feel better about than Skaven, just about. Although it would be a tough one. So unless our opponent makes some interesting decisions like he did with the catcher there, this feels like it's probably going to be a 2-1. He's just going to draw out the remaining turns. And even if we injure some players now, it's too late to... Because we're only going to hit one guy at a time, right? It's too late to really have a huge impact. The other alternative, of course, is that, you know, he starts doing vanity passes like this, and it goes wrong. Didn't even do it as a pass, just did it as a handoff. Alright, in we go. Let's get some SVP here. Oops, I forgot to move this guy. I didn't even notice. Well, if we lose Golden, that would be just desserts for not paying attention to what's going on. Yeah, for some reason I just didn't, like, see it. So yeah, I'm kind of regretting buying that extra lineman there. He didn't help out, and he means we don't really have any cash to buy a Gutter Runner or a Storm Vermin. The Storm Vermin we probably need first. Alrighty. It's nice to see a KO, isn't it? They've been too few and too far between. Sometimes you just hit the injury on everybody, and it can be a big deal. I mean, it's like you know, we had that one game where I think we played dwarfs, and I think we got like 2 injuries, and normally you'd expect like all stuns and KOs, so you wouldn't expect to really make an impact. But it's crazy how huge that can be. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't have the numbers to even try and screen this out. Like, I suppose you could argue that we try and run in here and make a 2 dice against, 3 dice against. There's no argument for that. There's no point in doing a 3 dice against a War Dancer. There's barely any point in doing a 2 dice against, unless you had a. If we had a wrestle one, maybe. Oh, just have another hit here. I think at this stage we've kind of given up on stopping him. I think it's sensible to give up here and try and stop taking hits. We got nothing here. I would love to be gung-ho and go in there, but if you're looking at a 3 dice against, unless we put somebody against this guy, you'd be looking at 3 dice against. If you put somebody against him, you're looking at 2 dice against, needing 2 powers, and that's just to drop the ball on the floor amongst a bunch of wood elves. Then you somehow have to get that ball out of there. I mean, there's teams where that's worth doing against, like teams that find it hard to pick up, and a team where you don't have to jump in against bludge. Now, if we turn a Gutter Runner at some point into a wrestle strip ball Gutter Runner, which we want to, they just keep dying on us, then that will be a different matter, because then you're looking at a, let's see, both down, pushes, pow, and you're looking at like a 2+ to release the ball, right? So you're just trying to avoid skulls, which is pretty crazily good. Three, 4, 5, 6. Knock the tree over. He's going to let us move him here because he doesn't want to get fouled. Little does he know we're going to foul him anyway. Take that, tree. He'll probably blitz us back now. So we'll SPP first, fouling second. There we go. You know what? We got a KO. That's our first knocking him off the field armor break. And I feel like that's kind of a good summary of the game, right? We'll go with the old gutter runner. There we go. It's a good kind of metaphor for the game, or not really a metaphor, but a good example of how the game's gone. Now, that's not to discount the fact that he has Mighty Blow, right? He does have Mighty Blow, so he should be injuring us more. That said, he's got at max 2 Mighty Blow hits a turn, and he definitely wasn't taking them all the time. Because you just, you know, stuff comes up. Wow, Golden is continuing to steal all that. I feel like he's stolen a bunch. We'll have a look at that in a sec. So how do we do? Look, yeah, that's really interesting. Only 10 armor breaks, 7 armor breaks, so like they really slowed down. The difference, of course, is the injuries. Oh, we kill ourselves as well. Yeah. Yeah, there's not really a lot to go into. There's no point in analyzing the dice. They may look bad, but they probably won't look that bad because there wasn't anything crazy apart from the injuries going on there. So let's have a quick look at Golden. Because I feel like he has stolen a bunch that I guess is fine. Yeah, he's taken... okay, he's taken 4 MVPs out of our 5 matches. That's pretty weird. I don't even know what I want to get with him. This is the problem. I didn't really want him to be the one leveling up here. What do you get with that? I mean, you could theoretically get sure hands and just get rid of our thrower, right? But... did you get leap? I mean, is that a terrible idea? It makes him dangerous, right? Because he can... if you free up the ball, you can then potentially leap in and grab it. Now, it's not necessarily going to be easy, but... you know what? We're doing it. We're getting a little crazy here because, you know, playing sensibly has had its downfalls. So we've got 50k. We can't afford a Storm Vermin or a Gutter Runner. Oh boy, a base Storm Vermin is 90k. So yeah. Our team for next time is going to be... I mean, it's serviceable, honestly. It's not so terrible. But yeah, there is our first loss. It was kind of a painful one in terms of the prolonged knowledge that was very likely to happen. I tried to kind of stay somewhat positive, but unfortunately the nature of the game was going that it was just going to sort of keep reinforcing itself, that it was going to keep going that way. That's often what happens. It's like... And I try not to give up because we've definitely turned it around at times. But I think with what got taken out and what was left, it definitely felt like we were up against it, and we weren't making any dents in them. That was really the big thing. I guess out of the 7 times we armor broke, we got 6 stuns and a KO. Out of the 10 times, they got 2 KOs, I think, 3 or 4 injuries, and then we killed ourselves just doing a GFI. So, you know, that was just something that sort of kept rolling and didn't sort of change. You sort of keep playing in the hopes that it'll swing around and change, and sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't. So, but we've had you know, games being on the other side of that. So sometimes you just have to regroup, and we'll give it another go soon. So I will see you for the next one. Sorry, this one was a little bit of a downer. Tried to stay positive, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.